Hello, everybody. How are you doing tonight? Thank you for coming in. I appreciate it. Things a little different tonight. We were supposed to be having a couple guests on tonight. We do have one guest, but I think what I'm going to do tonight is I really want to kind of take the time to go over a lot of what is going on with the Last Chance Cook-Off. There's been a couple things that have been brought up, and there's a couple things that I want to put out there so everybody knows, everybody has an idea of what's going on. I'm going to warn you right now, we are having major telephone problems and internet problems, so I'm kind of stuck with it. So please bear with that. But let me go ahead and bring the guests up and we'll see where we're at and then we'll go into it from there. I do want to say hello to everybody that is in the chat room right now. Homestead, where you are, hello. Little Ridge Farm, Mark, thank you for coming in. Sandy, Suburban Homesteader, Wyoming, Arizona, thank you for coming in. I got to watch most of your live. I didn't get the last minute, but thank you. And I always love the plug you do for me. Excuse me, Sandy. It's always much appreciated, and I thank you. So that looks like that's who's in here now. Let's see who we have in the basement. There is Bloo from Bloo Self-Reliance.
Hello! How the devil are you, sir?
And I'm doing good. And yourself?
I'm wonderful, thank you. I'm awake.
Good.
Ta-da!
You're awake. That's a great thing.
It is.
And it looks like we have another one that is showing up. This would be Daz.
Daz!
Me?
Yeah, you.
Hello. G'day, everybody.
How you doing, buddy?
All
man.
right. Give me just
made it.
1 second. I'm gonna do a little wider so we're not all squished together.
But
there we
it
go.
Was cozy in the middle.
I know it's cozy, but some people get creeped out by it, so I like giving you your room and your space. So
I'm a hugger.
So real quick, I want to catch whoever's hopped in that I missed. Drunken Chef Barbecue. He said, I'm going to put this up on for his. There we go. Ooh. Tomorrow at 6 a.m. Pacific time, I will be the next one doing a 24-hour live. I don't know if you guys have watched any of those, but I feel for the people on the hosting side. That is relentless, straight through. You get tired. Anyways, everyone's invited. He'll be doing it on StreamYard. He will have sub-onlys due to the bot issue. But I know I'm subscribed, so if I'm watching, I'll be there. So if you can make it, that would be great.
Sounds like a plan.
And then we got, I love watching him cook. He knows what he's doing. I joke around and I always watch myself because Joe's Barbecue comes in once in a while. And inevitably, it's always after I made a comment, Drunken Chef, you're my favorite barbecue chef, you know? And then it's like, oh, should I do that or not? He's my guy, though. He's the first one I started watching, so that's why that is. Redbird Farm is in with us. Thank you for coming. And Barb's Country Home, hello. Diane Robinette is over from Sandy's. I want to welcome her in here. It looks like Crubby's a usual in here. Rena LaRue. Oh, she's from Colorado, recently subbed, so welcome. Thank you for coming in. So what I was telling everybody before I brought you guys up is I think I want to take some time to talk about, let me take that off so Daz isn't squished there.
I feel better, thank you.
You all comfy now?
I feel so much better now.
I want to take the opportunity to talk about because some things have come up and I do have some more news to give everybody. Great Farmer Freelance. Hello, Shane. Welcome. Thank you for coming in. But before I do that, Daz, thank you for coming, my buddy. I'm glad you're able to be here.
Yeah. Sorry for last week. It was, obviously family. I said, yep, no worries. And then my wife's like, really? Your brother is coming for lunch, because it's 2 p.m. here now.
Mm.
And
Right.
my wife was like, really? Your brother's coming for lunch. He's not been to this house since we built it 4 years ago. And you're going to
Yep.
leave lunch and go talk to a bunch of people on a live stream while he's here visiting? Yeah. She's like,
I get it.
no.
No,
No, you're not.
Not happening.
So I was like, oh, Tony, I'm really sorry at the last moment.
No,
Yeah.
that's fine. We winged it and everything worked out just fine. So you're good, and family and Blue will attest to this, I'm sure. Family comes first, and you got to do what you got to do.
Yep.
So
Always life first, man.
Yep.
Well, my folks were supposed to be staying this weekend. So luckily, yeah, my parents pulled out because of illness, but my parents are supposed to be here today, and I was supposed to be cooking and having this full-on day. So
right.
So I get to chill with you guys instead.
Well, we like that. Thank you. So I did see that Renee from Pike Creek Farm showed up. She says, still awake. Hi, everyone. Not how long I'll last. That's fine. Just happy you were able to make it. Thank you. And then we ended up getting T&J Homestead. 12 Stones Ranch is Byron. I think you guys know who he is.
Yep.
And then Tom Garvey, the keto cook. Tom is coming into collaboration with us as well. 12 Stones Ranch, Byron is in with us. Brenda Redbird Farm is in with us. Trying to make sure I don't. Oh, Shane, Great Farmer Freelance. Sandy Suburban Homesteader, Wyoming, Arizona. And Renee, Pike Creek Farm. And trying to make sure I don't miss anybody. I know there's another one, but I haven't seen his name on my list yet. I think that's it. And then Drunken Chef is in with us as well. And then the three of us sitting in this room are as well in it too. So again, back to where I was. There's some things I want to talk about. Oh, Bland's Promised Land just showed up. Hi, Monica. Thank you for coming in. They're in it as well.
Look at everyone turning up.
Tiny Tim Posey, living a rogue life. Thank you for coming in. So here's my big news for the night. Okay, and please tell me if you guys can't see me. Let me know. I'm dealing with lighting issues. So lighting, heat, and bugs. They're not a good combination right now. So
you're fine.
Okay. So here's my big news for what I want you guys to know. A couple more channels have joined us. Okay. As of right now, we have 94 channels involved in this collaboration.
Holy Jesus.
Oh,
yeah. Wow. As of right now, what I have scheduled is 98 videos going out in the month of September for this collaboration.
What?
Here's the good number, the big number. Combined, all those channels together, we have 853,000 subscribers.
No pressure.
Talk about reaching out to a large audience, right?
Yeah.
Tony, you've created a monster.
You have.
Well, yeah,
He's
and
gonna
I
be
still
the
got
collab
spots.
king, you know that, right?
What was that?
You're gonna be the collaboration king.
Somebody else tried to call me that the other day. Please don't call me that.
Yeah, but you know, you're doing it to yourself, dude. You know.
I know. Yeah. Living a rogue life. I got to put up here what they put. Boy, I didn't realize I was that far behind on here. Sorry, guys, my finger's in the way. I got to figure something out different when I have to do this on the phone. Again, because our internet is really crappy, I had to do it on the phone, and I lost it. Anyways, Living a Rogue Life said, Tony at Kettle Kitchen, your live stream has come a long way. So, it's just working at it. That's what it is. That's what I keep trying to go for. Please remember, as always, hit that thumbs up, everybody. I would appreciate it. My lives are only as good as the people I bring on, and that's the honesty of it. I try to make sure it's people I'm confident that know what they're talking about. Thank you. Huh? Sorry. Thank you. Blue is laughing. She liked that. But my point is
oh, sorry.
No, go ahead. What were you going to say?
Whatever Blue's on tonight, I want some.
Dude, I had to take my pain meds so I could sit here.
I love what Brenda at Redbird Farm said because of my finger in the camera. Quit picking my nose, Tony.
She's awesome.
Anyways, when you take all those things together, I mean, the reality is this is a huge collaboration. I myself cannot remember ever seeing a collaboration that had this many channels, this many videos, this many people talking about it on a constant basis. A cool thing that happens in that is getting to know all these channels that I didn't know before. You know, there is, I would say probably 2/3 of these channels I had never connected to one way or another. So, you know, I think that's great. And I've had a lot of the channels because we have a Facebook page now. They are making comments on there, and I love reading those comments. I get notification because I'm the administrator, and one of the ladies said on there, she went ahead and subbed to all of the people that are in her channel bump, and she says, meeting lots of great new friends. That's the ultimate point behind this.
Yeah.
Get out there, grow a little, get to know other channels, get to know other people, maybe learn something along the way, and let's have a good time while we're doing it. So
that's it.
Before I go into the other parts of the conversation I wanted to have with this, and I'm going to need your guys' help with this as well as the moderators that are in. I'm going to ask the chat to provide questions for us tonight. Because if there's questions, please keep the questions.
I think I hear my mummy calling.
Please keep the questions regarding the collaboration. That will make this go a little easier.
I was going to say, mate. Sorry to cut you off. I was going to say, mate, if you've seen some of the people in chat, you really want to do that?
I do really. I mean, I know you're joking, but at the same token, these are people that have been following this for a majority of the time since we announced it. And I just want to kind of make sure we're getting all their questions answered in regarding to what we're doing. Okay. So, and yes, Monica, you can ask questions, but pertaining to the collaboration. So want to throw that out there one more time. So what I would like to do is to start off with you two. Do you guys have any questions or information that you think needs to go out there that maybe people don't know?
You know what?
Okay.
You've provided so much information that, and have done updated emails and stuff that I think everything's there that you need to know. Yeah, I don't know. That's a tough one because I don't have an answer other than that. Yeah.
Well, I think. Sorry, go ahead. I didn't mean to cut you off.
No, not at all. No, I was just going to say, at least it's a collaboration where you've already set it up, given the information and stuff like that, so people know what they're in for and what's required of them already. So,
right,
I've been part of some where, it's the information came. I was supposed to cook, and I got the information the night before when they wanted the first video up, and it was really. So I think prep-wise, you've done well. Congratulations.
Thank you.
Yeah, I think the reason that I really enjoy doing the collabs with you is that it is so well organized. Everything's spelled out. And if there are any changes, we know about it way ahead of time. And, you know, if we are having difficulties, as like I was with the Jam It Up June one, because I was right in the middle of moving, and then the internet issue and all of that stuff, you're really supportive and helpful and easy to, you know, talk to and talk through these issues. One thing that I will say is that if I could have done it over again, then I would have had the video ready to go at least 2 weeks beforehand. If I'd been able to do that, I would have done. And that's one thing that I will say to anyone who's in the collab: try and have your video ready at least 2 weeks beforehand, at least, because if there are technical issues, I mean, and it's not just happening to us as smaller channels and stuff, big gamer channels are having, you know, issues putting their videos up, and going through the new processes and setups that YouTube now have. They have now to have checks and stuff. They can take hours to get through, and on some days it just depends on what is going on. Just make sure that you're organized and that you have it done, because having it done in the same week as the video is supposed to go out is not going to do you or your stress levels any good whatsoever.
Awesome. So what I want to do, just because I seen the question come up, and it's from Living a Rogue Life, she said she didn't know anything about the collaboration. So basically what the collaboration started off as, and it actually, in all honesty, and I'll say it again, and I say it every time I get a chance to, wasn't my brainchild, okay? Mitchell from Hendrickson Family Farm is the one that had the idea, approached me about it, asked me what I thought, gave him a few hints and pointers. He asked me to join in on with him. And then later we also asked Dale from 9 Acre Family Farm. Collectively, this has now turned into all of us working on it together with additions along the way. But what the collaboration was originally out there to do was to get everybody from any community to try to make them come together in the sense of just have a fun collaboration that everybody's in the middle of right now. Summertime, tons of people are barbecuing, grilling, smoking, camping, whatever that may be. And from that, Mitchell was very specific. He thought it should be an outdoor event, not something you do inside, because that takes us out of our comfort zones for those that say are not in the barbecuing, smoking, grilling communities. You know, other than we all do it, we've never really come together to do it. So that was a great idea. As it's gone on, basically what has happened is it's turned into 3 sections or categories. Okay. So the original ones that it started were basically those first invited. Okay. When we first started, we set out to get 30. If we only got 15, we got 15, and we were going to run with it. Okay.
Yeah.
In 2 days, we had that almost filled up.
Yeah.
It took no time. And then we had to start thinking, well, wait a second. If 30 are jumping on it, what would 60 do? And of course, we had the question, is it too much? Are we really offloading a ton of videos that nobody's really going to get to watch? And I said in the end of it, and it's something I still stand behind, in the end of it, if the content's good, people are going to watch those videos.
Yeah.
Yep.
So it really comes back to each content creator putting out a good video that's attractive to whoever's watching it. End result. Okay. Right. And so originally, in all honesty, because my wife just brought it up and I'll hit it now because this is about where this changed over. It was, you know, whatever protein you wanted to cook, however you wanted to cook it, go for it. Okay. Well, as it evolved, we had channels that wanted to get involved, but they didn't cook proteins.
We do cook proteins. What you're talking about is meat.
Meat. Sorry.
Yeah.
You know what I meant, though. But thank you. I appreciate the clarification. In our minds, what we hear when they say proteins, it's in reference to barbecue grilling or whatever. But she does make a valid point, which actually is the reason we switched into what we did. This has now evolved in anywhere from meat-based to plant-based and anything in between. Okay. So then as we got going, we were noticing, at least in the beginning, we were noticing that there were smaller channels that maybe didn't know how to do the barbecuing or didn't want to do that long of a video. And I don't remember who it was. Somebody along the way said, well, why don't we do this so that we can exploit these channels, give them a bump up and try to get their names out there, get them involved with it somehow. And that's when we came up with the idea of making a rub, a sauce, a glaze, or a spice, because some people don't call their rubs, they call them spices. And we didn't want, or they're using an actual spice per se more than what you would traditionally find in a rub. So we went ahead and went that route. That's where the channel bump comes from. So the original idea was that we were going to have 30 channels small. Most of them we were hoping would be under 200 channel or 200 subscribers so that we could help lift them up. Then as time went on, now mind you, in the meantime of all this, we've probably between the three of us, if not others, have sent out, I would assume, 100 to 150 emails. Well, just because you send them out doesn't mean they come back. I mean, that's the honesty of it, and that's the hard truth of it, okay? But as we started filling up with the original 60, and then we started getting some of the smaller channels that wanted to, we were finding up our original calendar had filled up, and people still really wanted to be in this. And so what we decided, okay, the fair approach to that, if you want to do a video, then you're going to have to do the main entree as well as the rub, sauce, spice, or glaze in one video. That is what we've evolved into. That is why we have 98 channels or 94 channels involved.
Incredible. That's amazing.
Isn't it?
Okay. So the other thing that goes along with that, because Shane brought up the question earlier, I know it's zoomed past you guys by now, but he said, how do you keep it all straight? All the callers you have done, you're amazing at organization. It's not that. It's I knew that this was big when in the first 2 days we had already filled up. I started doing spreadsheets. I started making sure everything matched up. I tried to go through and make sure I had Word documents so that everything was, or it's not Word, but a document. I knew I had to. That's what it really come down to. It wasn't a choice. I knew if this got as big as what it possibly could, there's no way I could keep my head straight. And I'm here to tell you, I still don't keep my head straight, but I try. That's the reality of it. Anyways, so now we've turned into not only are the bonus videos, because we had some people that wanted to do 2 videos, and I will tell you, Kris at KrisandLarry Homestead, she's one of them. She is doing a non-traditional way of cooking outdoors as a bonus video. So some of those bonus videos are not just because they're doing the main entree and the rub / sauce, whatever. They're also doing different styles of cooking that maybe some of us haven't thought of. So I think that's a great thing to do. I also know of another person, and I won't divulge that name, is doing it a different way as well. So I know for fact, based on that information, I think there's 4 channels that are doing cooking a whole different way that most of us haven't seen, but it's still done outside, and it still falls into the same parameters. So, yeah. And I'm trying to, if I miss any of these questions, let me know, but I'm trying to go through them really quick to see if anybody had another question. And Brenda, oh, go ahead.
No, sorry, mate. I was just going to say, while you were looking up some of the chat, I was just going to say, can I just say how good Bloo is looking today? Like, just, it's really good to. No, seriously, Bloo's had a bit of a rough time, and
I get it.
Yeah, you're so bright and cheery. It's great to see, Bloo. I'm really happy for you.
Yeah, I'm a really good actress.
Academy Award coming your way.
I know, right? Thank you, darling. I really do appreciate it because I have been feeling pretty rough for the last few weeks, but yeah, I am coming back on top of it.
So I just, not to interrupt you guys, sorry, I just don't want to miss this. Brenda asked a question, can we do more than one video? That's a valid point, actually. And she's not out of the box, because I've had 3 channels that want to do more than one video. They want to do it.
Really?
I'm going to say, give me until tomorrow. What's tomorrow? Tomorrow's Saturday. I'll go with, let's give it the weekend for these emails to come back in. If our spots that we need to fill still aren't filled, I will put out on the Facebook group page, as well as email each of the contributors, let them know how many spots I have. This is how many I can fill. If you want to do another video, you're more than welcome to. Same rules, same guidelines. And then once they're full, they're full, though. Once that happens, I'm not, and somebody else on another live made a very valid point. You got to cut it off at some point. And I really do. I mean, that's the unfortunate part. I wish I could keep doing this forever, but it doesn't work that way. So anyways, sorry.
The other thing is as well, there is always next year.
And there is. I actually already got 2 people signed up for next year because they couldn't do it this year. So
there you go. See, so there's already next year. So even if you make that video now, you've got it. You're a year ahead of everybody else.
Yes.
And you're done. And all you have to do is click public, and it's done.
Daz or Blue, just because I can't function this way right now, can you guys drop the Facebook page link, please? One of you.
Yeah.
If you can. If you can't, I'll see if somebody else can.
Let me see.
So, and this is in relationship, sorry, to the question of, I'm trying to find it. I jumped way bad, so I lost the question. Can we do more than one video? I seen that. Oh, living a rogue life, want to know where are the rules and guidelines. So Blue just posted, thank you, up the Facebook group page. That has all that information there. It has a list of the collaborators, has a list, the calendar is listed as far as who's doing what on one day. And then there's all the rules as well, depending on which video you're putting out.
Sorry.
No, go ahead, please.
Can I also say to those of you who join the group, there are 3 questions to answer to join the group, as it is a private group. Okay. And if you don't answer all of those questions, we have to then email you to get you to answer all of the questions, or we can't add you to the group. Okay. It is a safety thing. We have to make sure that you guys know all the rules and that you're willing to stick by the group rules, because otherwise we have a no tolerance. We have a 0 tolerance policy. Okay. So please make sure that all of the questions are answered.
And I actually have to correct you. It's a public group, but you have to go through. Yeah. You have to go through the questions. If you're not willing to answer the questions, these moderators are great. Blue is one of them. They will drop you quicker than anything, because we're there to get information out. We're not out there to play games. That's the honesty, not to turn anybody off. If you turn this into something it's not supposed to be, my biggest motto is no drama. So you will be asked to not be back. So nobody's done that. Anybody that
I'm awake while you guys are asleep, so don't think I won't get you.
We have had a few people that have not answered all the questions, but we've politely said we need you to answer all the questions before we can admit you, and they all have. So it's not a big deal. Okay.
Yeah.
The other one I want to talk about is Nana's Crazy Life, Donna Griggs. She said she didn't know about the collaboration either, so I'm going to say it one more time in simpler terms, okay? Basically, right now, we have 94 channels that are involved that are going to put out one of 3 types of videos. It's either going to be a main entree, which has to be cooked outdoors. It doesn't matter what kind of vessel you use, or non-vessel, because I guess that's a bad choice word, but smoker, pellet grill, gas grill, briquette, charcoal, barbecue, hibachi. I mean, you guys all get the point of where I'm going with that. Okay,
open fire pit. Ground.
A fire pit is acceptable. Yes. Matter of fact, one of the last shows, a lot of people. Well, flamethrower I hadn't thought about, but I guess if that's the way you do it, it's outdoors. I can't tell you no, right?
What, you use a flamethrower indoors?
Well,
I've got one. It's a blowtorch. It's in the kitchen.
There you go. There you go.
I can turn it up.
So just for informational purposes, to give you an idea, not everybody, but most people know about Creekside maples. They were basically extracted out of their property they were buying, had to find new property. Wonderfully, the YouTube community came together, raised all the money so they could go out and buy the property. Okay, that was a wonderful experience. 2 people that deserved it got what they ended up wanting. Hold on, I got a truck starting. Give me just a second. Okay. In the process of all that, they're right in the middle of their move, but I wanted Tony and Joni to be able to be a part of this. So I think it's on the last day. They actually are going to join us for the collaboration, and we already know they're cooking on a campfire because they're living out of a tent while they build their house. So we already know that's going to happen. So there you go. Okay. But do help me because I lost where I was going with that thought. Oh, it's anyway, any style you can do it. It just primarily it has to be done outdoors. Okay. And the main entree is just basically you go out and you grill it, smoke it, flame throw it. I don't care, however you do it. But we're not after your side dishes. You can show at the end of that process what it looks like around side dishes, but we don't need the recipe for all those. That's not what we're here about. It's about the main entree. Okay. Second thing that could happen is if you're a smaller channel, you are part of what we're calling the channel bump. Those channels are going to be doing a rub, a sauce, a glaze, a spice that you would use in conjunction with barbecuing or something of that like, or grilling, and it'll be a 5-minute video. Okay. So the main entree is a 10-minute video or longer. The rub, sauce, spice, glaze is a 5-minute video or longer. And the third possibility is that you have a bonus video. Now that could be one of 2 things. Either you're showing a unique way of cooking that not many people would even think about doing, or you're doing a bonus video, which is inclusive of both the main entree and what the bump up channels are doing as well. Okay. That video also is 10 minutes or longer. So we struggled with how long we wanted the videos. Okay. And we came to the conclusion, and why we came up with the times that we're doing it was 5 minutes or longer was enough to hopefully get channels out there long enough for people to see them. Okay. In regards to bigger channels that are part of either the bonus video or the main entree, we wanted them to have the opportunity to make as much money. And the longer the video is, the better. When they're monetized, they can do ads and things like that. So that's what we were after. You know, we're trying to help, even though we're not trying to bump you up necessarily as a bigger channel, but we could help you monetarily maybe with ads. That's what we were after. Okay. So that's the gist of it. That is basically what the collaboration is. The intention of the collaboration is to basically have fun, enjoy yourself, meet new people, get to know some new channels. Maybe you'll find some new channels to subscribe to. As that goes on, one of the questions that's come up, and we'll address this question later, but I just want to point it out, that the intention of what we're doing is we're going to have 5 weekly, I think it's 5, it might be 4 weekly giveaways that'll have prizes. And then we'll also have a finale live stream that we're going to do. That also will have giveaways as well. The basis of how all that is going to work is you have to comment on as many videos as you want. If you don't want to win, don't comment on videos. If you want to win, the more you comment on, the more your chances are, because it's picked, the video is picked, the day we pick is random, the video we pick is random, and the comments will be random. So it's all based on how many times you got your comments out there, okay?
Little Ridge Farm seems to have a new pet that they want to help use in their video, which is like cool.
What? Where?
Little Ridge Farm.
He has a new pet he wants to use in there?
Yeah.
Little Ridge is going, it's Game of Thrones style.
Yeah.
Alrighty. Okay. Okay. Okay, has anybody seen questions that I haven't answered though? Because I'm just rambling a lot of information. Is that yes or no? Blue, was that yes or no? Sorry.
No.
Okay, thank you.
Oh, there's one that's just come up now that says, is there a hashtag that will help us find other videos?
Yes, there is. And let me put it up there real quick. I was going to have you do it, and I thought, well, I can type. That part I can do. There we go. Okay. So that brings up another point. All the videos going out, all of the collaborators that are making these videos, we've asked them to put the hashtag in their description box. If they can put it on their video, that'd be wonderful. I'm not expecting anybody to be so technical savvy that they can figure this out. Anybody has questions, let me know. We also are giving each person a thumbnail of the logo we're using. We'd ask that you put that in there as well. So hopefully it'll trigger people to be able to find it easier. And as the videos get done, we're going to then put those videos into the playlist that can be found on mine, Mitchell's, and Dale's channels, all three. Okay. I can't think of anything else in that realm right now. So here's where we'll move on to. And I kind of need help with this one, if you believe it or not. Over on our Facebook group, a question was asked tonight. And I'm not quite sure how to answer the question. I mean, I did give an answer, but I feel like it was a valid question, okay? What is the game plan for trying to get everybody to watch all these videos? By the time we're done, we could very well have 100 videos or more out there, and that's a lot of videos in 30 days. The best answer I can come up with, and the honesty behind it, is, again, like I said earlier, the content. The collaborators got to make good content that's intriguing to people so that they come and want to watch these videos, okay? The second thing is, it's just like we do normally. Go out, share, like, subscribe if you like the material. If you don't, that's your choice. Nobody's forcing you to do it. But in the end of it, if you want to be involved in the giveaways or you want to be able to be a part of that, you got to comment on each one of those videos, or as many as you possibly can. What do you guys think? What is your take on that?
You pretty much said it all.
Yeah.
Brenda's telling me to smile. I look too serious.
Well, Brenda did say that. Sorry.
No, go ahead. Sorry.
No, Brenda said earlier in chat that she was a troublemaker, and Brenda's just living up to it, and that's all.
Brenda's a troublemaker. You are correct.
Yeah, Living a Rogue Life has just said, how do we get the thumbnail? It'll come through on an email, darling.
Yes.
Yeah. Everything gets sent through on email. Yeah.
Let me double check here.
I've just got to turn this light off. Give me a sec. Oof.
You are correct. So here's the unfortunate part we run into at the stage that this is. There is a tendency that we have missed somebody, not tendency, but a possibility. if anybody has agreed to be in this but hasn't received an email, say within the last 48 hours from me, you need to get a hold of me, because I've sent out 2 or 3 emails in the last 48 hours. Okay. It's not intentional, but there is just a lot of information, because not only do I have to try to get the emails out, and the guys are helping where they can. They're just very busy in what they're doing. Okay. But I got to try to keep track of it. I got to get the emails out, and then I'm trying to transfer all the information on over to the Facebook group as well. So things do happen, and go ahead and don't feel like you're nagging me or anything, because anything's possible. The reason why I'm asking that, though, is because I don't see any. Yeah, I don't see it. Living a rogue life. You're asking the question like you're in the collaboration. If you want to be, please let me know. But I don't have you listed as of right now. If you're just asking questions in general, it's exactly what Bloo has said. All that information is being emailed out. The thumbnail, theoretically, I haven't even talked about whether we send it out to other channels that want to promote it, because I think that's a good possibility as well. We just haven't discussed that yet. So I hope that answered that question. A lot of people saying hi to each other. Diane Robinette, she said content is important, maybe timing each video to be released at a specific time, morning, noon, evening each day, since so many are contributing, gives everyone something to look forward to. I do agree with that. The only problem is I'm trying to give the collaborators freedom in that, because I'm not trying to tie them down. If they have, like, some of these collaborators could be already having videos coming out that aren't a part of the collaboration. So I'm kind of leaving that up to them, even though I do think that's a valid statement. I think for next year, that might be something we may want to look at. So,
yeah.
And then living rogue life. So I'm going to do the, excuse the nose picking, Brenda, if that happens again. Down at the bottom, you will see my email address. Go ahead and email me there. Make sure if your email address is not your channel name, that you tell me your channel name, so I can make sure that they coincide with each other. And again, I'll throw that out as well. If there's any channels on here, I mean, literally, that would like to be in it, whether it's the bump up part, I still have spots open for the bonus videos. If you're interested, let me know, because we're getting to a point where I'm going to have to say enough's enough at some point in time. So we're getting there. What are you laughing about?
Redbird Farm. Now you're tickling her ear. You're tickling her ear now.
Oh, Lordy. Brenda.
Brenda's
so
it tonight.
I'm gonna let I'm gonna let you guys talk for a little bit. I've been rambling, so go ahead.
I'm just gonna say hi to James Franklin, 38 thanks, because he's been saying hello to us in chat, and yeah, I'm just saying hi. Yeah. So
yeah,
sorry, I'm not trying to ignore anybody. Sorry. Go ahead.
No, and for me too, g'day to everybody. I've been trying to type and say g'day to everyone, but it's so hard to catch everyone. So yeah, well, we've got the chance. G'day to everybody in chat. Thanks for being here, and obviously, yeah, it's great to have you here, and yeah, we're all looking forward to this. It's just sensational and huge.
Yep.
I think that's one of the things that I'm finding out. Oh, just real quick, living a rogue life, you're not being a pest. That's what this is about. No. Questions, answers. Let's get the information out. So don't feel like that at all, please.
Sorry.
Runneth Over Garden and Life wants to know, does Marinade fall into these categories said before? And from my understanding, they do.
Yes, I would agree with that. We actually haven't had that conversation, but I don't see why it would not.
Why it wouldn't be, yeah.
Because it's part of the, it'd be part of the preparation, so why not?
Yeah.
What do you think, Daz? You're a chef too.
No, it's I just wanted to say that for anyone who doesn't know living a rogue life, that's Carla, and Carla would be an awesome addition to it. So yeah, if there's a spot open and Carla jumps in, that'd be fantastic. So
yep.
Yeah. But yeah, it's
go ahead.
No, you were just saying about how I was a chef and stuff like that, and yeah, I can't wait. I'm torn about what to do because on my channel I do cooking and gardening, and I've had people say to me, you're in Australia, can you cook kangaroo, for instance, and I've sort of avoided that because it's a bit sort of like, we eat kangaroo over here. It does happen. Like, you can go to the supermarket and you pretty much, there will be a small section of kangaroo. But I don't know. I'm sort of wondering whether maybe this is the opportunity to do something, because it's something a little different to the majority of the viewers. But at the same time, I'm playing with something more simple that I'd like to do just because I enjoy it. So yeah, you've really got me thinking, Tony, and I think I'm going to be one at Blue said earlier about being prepared and this and that and everything like that. Hands up, I'll hold my hand up. I think I'm going to be that person that's like last moment and stressing out about it getting uploaded in time because I just really can't make up my mind at this stage.
Well, and I think the valid way, I can't, as Lee at Mennonite Farmhouse says, I can't English today. Sorry. I think the importance of that is, okay, so when I did Jam It Up June, just for an example, it was one thing to have 30 channels. We ended up 31 channels doing that collaboration, okay? We're talking 3 times to on our way to 4 times that amount. If a video runs into a problem or a collaborator runs into a problem, can you imagine how much of a headache that's going to be to try to fill that spot that's being counted on? Now, many people would say, well, it can't be. You got all those channels. Why would that be hard? When you're sitting on this side of it, it's frustrating because you got an expectation. Everybody's had time to do it. And that's why we're all kind of pushing if you can get it done a couple weeks ahead of the game, then there shouldn't be no stress level for anybody when those videos are to come out. Now, not everybody's going to do that, and I am not naive enough to assume that, okay? But if we can try to push people to do that, then majority of those issues should take care of themselves theoretically. So,
I wanted to just address what Carla said about roux being tough. Okay, in my experience of cooking roux, and I used to do it quite a lot because it was cheap. It's either low and slow or high and fast. There's no in between. You can't cook it like you would a beef steak and just let it sit there for 5 minutes on each side, because it will go hard, it will go tough, but you've got to do it right, either really, really high and really, really fast, or very, very low and slow.
Yeah, absolutely. I agree 100%. Yeah. If you're
going I'm going to agree because I've never cooked it. So
yeah.
Oh, come on, Tony! You've got them jumping over your back fence all the time. What are you talking about?
All the time, yes.
Yeah, it does. I mean, like, dude, you can just slice a piece off one; they won't miss it, and they keep going. You know, it's all good.
Thank you, Carla. Thank you very much too for what you were saying in chat.
and I actually agree with Brenda, Redbird Farms. You do you. Don't worry about what others want or do. And I'll tell you what, that has got to be one of the best mottos through this whole thing, because I get tons of questions. I'm not sure what I need to make. I'm not sure how I want to make it. I don't know if everybody will like it. And I keep telling them, do what you want to do. This isn't a competition. It's nothing about you got to be better than others. Now, that's not to say, based on some of the responses as to what they're going to cook and how they're going to cook it, this is going to be interesting.
Yeah.
This is going to be really interesting. But the intention is that we're going to have people that are out cooking cheeseburgers on a flat grill, and we're going to have people, theoretically, I'll say, that could be cooking a whole pig underground. We don't know that yet.
Yep.
But that's a big difference between how food is prepared. But it doesn't mean all those things cannot be done. So,
okay, so
James, just that clarification, Roux is kangaroo.
Yeah. The other thing, Carla, that I have found is that you need to cut roux across the grain to stop the stringiness. Okay, you need to actually slice it reasonably thin so you don't get that stringiness. It's very much a wild animal, and it is out there all the time. Even in those that farm them, they're constantly bouncing around all the time, and they don't lie down very often unless they're overtired or extremely hot. So, they are constantly on the move. So their muscle tissue is incredibly pronounced. So it does need to be cut very much across the grain of the meat rather than long ways. Otherwise, it will be stringy. Yeah.
And there's so little fat. It is so lean.
You need to add your own fat into there. Like, we used to use pig fat, like pork belly fat. That's what we used to use to cook with it, because otherwise you wouldn't have enough. If you just chucked in a bit of bacon, it just wouldn't work. You need to have that proper fatty pig belly, pork belly to do it.
And the validity of that is that we do that here in the U.S., not with kangaroo, but we have tough cuts of meat that you're over introducing the fat part to it. So that doesn't seem abnormal to me, other than I've never eaten kangaroo. So
I mean, at this point, the pigeons that live on the roof at the back of my house might end up on the barbecue if they go near my seedlings, is all I'm saying,
As soon as she said pigeons, I knew where this was going.
They only, like, the whole row of houses behind my house, right? They're terraced houses, and there's this just one roof, which just happens to be opposite at the back of our garden. And they sit there and they watch you. It's kind of like a scene out of The Birds, man. It's a horror movie. Seriously.
You're being stalked.
The longer you sit out there, more of them come in. And you're just like, oh, no. You can just bugger off, the lot of you. Go away.
That's funny. Okay, so I want to jump into another portion we haven't really talked a lot about, and that is sponsorships. So also on the Facebook page, you will find a listing of current sponsorships, which I'll bring up and just tell everybody to date what we officially have. Now, this is not inclusive of quite a few things that are in the works, because there is. We have Drunken Chef Barbecue is donating rubs from his rub line.
Wow.
Kris at KrisandLarry Homestead, she actually authored Outdoor Kitchen Full of Sunshine cookbooks. She's donating 5 of those. Uncle Steve Shakes, which is another rub spice company, they're donating a full package of all their flavors and a swag package, which I'm assuming includes some others. Bronco Equipment Rental and Sales, I believe out of Oklahoma, they're donating a $100 Cabela's gift card. Kettle Kitchen is donating a $100 Amazon gift card. Organized Pineapples donating a $50 Walmart gift card. Mud and Mascara, which is Tiffany, if you guys know who she is. She's donating a barbecue tool 20-piece carrying case. And nice. She's also donating an infrared thermometer gun. And then Annette at Annie's Kitchen and Urban Homestead, her and her husband are donating a handmade breadboard.
Wow.
This is not just about premier, large, giant corporations donating. And I actually can tell you about another one, but I've been waiting and I haven't even actually put it onto the page yet. Excuse me, because I wanted to have an opportunity to tell why it's in here. Okay. We, as you guys can see, and as we've talked about, we come from all different communities, genres, and niches within what is in YouTube. Okay. One of the things, and I said it before, that Mitchell was really after, and I 100% supported, let's bring a bunch of communities together that may not normally go together, or they just haven't enough done that. Okay. These sponsorships we're getting specifically are not intended to be just barbecuing, gifts, giveaways, or sponsorships. Okay. One of the ones that's not up there that I can tell you right now is, and you got to give me a second here, I will find the name specifically because I don't want to slaughter her name because I'm sure try to. Is Not For Nothing Homestead, I believe. I hope I have the right one. I'm almost positive. They are gonna donate. I'm trying to find her email real quick because I do not want to slaughter. Skip who I said it was because that's not important right now. I will come back to it though. They are donating a steam canner and a USDA canning book as a package deal. Okay. Some people would question, well, that's not barbecuing. The whole point is it doesn't have to be. The whole point, it's what this channel wanted to donate. It's what's in their community, and they want to share it to maybe somebody that doesn't have it that would be willing to use it. So
I can't see too many people being very unhappy about winning something like that.
No.
I couldn't either, but you never know. Anything's possible. But I agree with you 100%. I just wish I could find her. I have emails all over the place, so please bear with me. But I'll get to it before we're done, and I'll let you guys know.
Welcome.
No, that wasn't where I was going. Okay, so the other thing is we have so what we've done is we've created a media kit. I'm not sure if anybody knows what that is, or if they do, what we tried to do is put together what we're doing, how many channels are involved, what the numbers are, and really list out these channels, what they're expected to do, what the categories are, and all that. Starting Monday, we are going to hit hot and heavy with sending out those media kits to big sponsors. Now, that's not to say we don't have any, because we have, I think, 4 of them right now that are very good possibilities. We just have to finalize the steps we're going through. The whole point is you may actually start seeing this all over the place in the sense of channels and things like that. What we're going to, anybody that donates or sponsors, whatever word you want to use, they are going to be listed as sponsors. We're going to put out a video that announces who they are, thank them for it. And any donations are very much appreciated. I just want to stress that. Don't think one's too small, one's too big, whatever that may be. So
absolutely. Tony, sorry to interrupt, but I just wanted to make sure that you saw Carla Living a Rogue Life's comment.
Let me go look. Hold on just a second.
Yeah.
Wow.
Oh, that's cool. Okay. So Carla, I will be getting in touch with you. I'll make sure that I have all your information and what you're doing in there as well. So that's appreciated. Thank you. I will put that over here so I don't forget this. That's wonderful. See, that's what I'm talking about.
Yeah.
There we go. Okay, now I got it. Have you guys seen any other questions come through?
No.
No, I think that was the only one I wanted to make sure that you caught so far. Yeah.
Okay. Oh, Brenda says check out Wag bars for gifts too. I'm not sure what Wag bars are or is. Do you guys?
Oh, I thought I'm a foreigner, so I don't. So I just that's fine.
I'm
I got
a
away
foreigner.
With that one. Yeah, I
we
got
haven't
away
got
with that one.
Scooby Doo, man.
Oh, I see. I'm assuming it's Chuck with Belinda and Chuck is in the room.
Yeah. Hey, Chuck.
Oh, sorry, Brenda. We missed your question.
Yeah, just re-put it in, Brenda. I'll watch for it. The other thing I want to state, which it kind of was hit on a little bit in chat, but I want to make sure everybody knows this. The beauty of this, in addition to everything you've already heard, is this kind of is, I'm really taking it as an international approach, because I know that we have 3 channels that are coming from Australia. I think we have 4 channels coming from the UK. Might be 3. I think it's 4. We have channels in Washington, which is where I'm at. I think I'm the only one in Washington, but I might be wrong there. We have channels in Arizona. We have channels in Texas. We have channels in Oklahoma, Kansas, Florida, New York, New Jersey, Minnesota, Wisconsin, Michigan. We're all over the place with this thing, really. And I love it. That's the beauty of what is happening. So I just think it's great.
Yeah, I think what Brenda's question was that can you do something in an Instapot and finish it off on the grill?
Yep.
That was the question, I think. Because I understand her question, and the reason I think that her question is relevant is because people who are cooking large pieces of things like chicken, who want to make sure that the inside is properly cooked, because it's something that we used to do a while back when we were living in Australia. When the kids were younger, we'd partially cook off the chicken inside and then put it on the grill.
Right.
Yeah. Just to make sure that it was fully cooked through, for safety reasons.
And I understand. Oh, go ahead, please, Dad.
No, sorry. I was just going to say, from my point of view, from a cooking experience, from someone that professionally cooks, it's a valid cooking method. And Bloo's a chef as well, so I think you've got both of us sort of saying, well, to us, it's a valid method of cooking.
Yeah, because if you are limited on what your gas is in your bottle and you can't afford to fill it up, or if you don't have enough charcoal or wood on hand or anything like that to burn in your barbecue to know that your food is going to be fully cooked, if you do have to cook it inside first and then finish it off on the grill, that's an absolutely valid way of doing it to me.
Well, and on the surface, in all honesty, it's not even about whether it's a valid cooking way or not. Okay, let me rephrase that, because I'm not minimizing your points. You guys are correct. Okay. Yeah. That being said, the rule says it has to be cooked outside.
Yeah. Okay. Yeah. All right. I see that.
And I'll be honest with you, I'm struggling, because I'm not sure how to answer that question, because I do see the point.
Yeah.
And the other flip side to it is, if it's plugged in outside to run and it's being finished off on the grill or the barbecue, wouldn't that still fit into that? So to answer the question, I can't give you an answer. I will talk with the other two. We'll make a decision, and I will let everybody know what the decision is on that, because I don't want to say yes and be wrong, and I don't want to say no and be wrong, if that makes any sense. But go ahead.
No, sorry, I was just going to say it'd be good if you could have a pressure cooker on the fire outside, and then transfer it from that onto the grill on the same flame. That'd be cool.
Yeah, but if you put the Instapot on there, it'll melt, love.
No, that's what I said. Sorry, I'm from Australia, so in Australia, Instapots are like a new thing. We have the old traditional pressure cooker where it's just a pot with a lid and the pressure gauge on top, which you put over a flame.
I know, honey. I'm just picking on you.
Yes, I know, because you know hang on, sorry, I was pointing at Tony. You know very well.
Oh, sorry.
Yes, I do.
So it's a good question. Yeah.
It is a good question.
It is. I mean, and again, I'm not here to shy that away because, again, I'm very much about creativity. The only time you'll see me squawk about creativity is if it goes against my canning practices. But again, that's me. That's my own issue. Okay. This is a question I don't think we quite thought about, in all honesty. And there's, especially coming from two people that know what they're talking about, there's validity in the question because that is a way to prepare it, but it still is being completed on the grill.
Yeah.
So why would that be a no? But I don't want to jump ahead. I will look into that and I will get that answered at some point here in the near future.
I guess if the emphasis is on outdoor, well, it should be an entirely outdoor cooking process. I can see where you're going with that. Yeah.
And if they do come up with that answer, please nobody be upset because I do think what you just said is valid. It's supposed to be and intended to be an outside cooking process. So
yeah,
we'll see. I did see Growing with Hudson came in. Hello. Brenda, did you have another question or is that in reference to this question that we just answered? You said okay, just a question in general. So I want to make sure we don't miss that.
Yeah.
And Homestead, where you are, says the problem would be somebody else might want to put something in the microwave and then finish it on the grill. So there is that too. You know? There
is that, but in countries like where I am at the moment in the UK, it would be very valid. It would be very valid because people's resources right now are incredibly limited. And especially when it comes to electric and gas and being able to cook outside and that kind of stuff, because, you know, it's a budgeting issue. So if you can do half and half, and if that means that to feel safer in yourself to put food on the barbecue, you have to put it in the microwave for 5 minutes just to make sure. That's going to be cheaper to run than to actually turn on the stovetop and, you know, do something there, or to put on the oven, or even the Instapot, which now costs an hour to run. You know, it's valid.
Yeah.
You know,
even these days in restaurants now, it's common to sous vide something. Cook something by sous vide. Like put it in a bag in boiling water and cook it, and then finish it on a grill and char grill it, for instance.
Exactly.
So it's wow.
Yeah.
Brenda, good job at stirring the pot, Brenda.
Yeah, but it's a very good and valid question, and I really appreciate it.
It is. I do appreciate it because, again, it's something we didn't consider. I mean, I never in a million years would have asked that question because it never crossed my mind. So I think can you guys think of anything I'm missing or should talk about, or
no?
I think you've pretty much covered it and then some.
Yeah. I agree with Growing with Hudson. If you can cook, you can make it happen. I think people are looking too much into it. Again, let's come back to the original thing.
Yeah.
Have fun with it. Don't overcomplicate it. Unless you want to. If you want to, that's on you then at that point. You know.
Yeah. But don't feel like you have to get a mortgage to do it either.
Well, that's the other thing too. Yeah.
Use the resources that you have and use them the best way you can so that you don't feel like you're out of pocket to do it.
I could just see me getting a bill in 6 months for a half Wagyu beef for the collaboration.
was going to say.
I know nothing.
Go ahead, Dad.
It had nothing to do with me.
I was just thinking now I've got to reconsider my specially farmed whale all the way from Finland that's going to be flown first class on ice and already sliced ready for me.
That is hilarious. That is funny. That is funny.
G'day,
I want to say goodnight to anybody that's leaving or has left. Sorry. Good night. I appreciate everybody being here.
No, don't be sorry, Brenda. Seriously,
no,
it is
Brenda.
a very, very valid question. And with the videos that I do, I am very much budget-minded with things. And to me, it's a very, very valid question.
Yeah.
No,
definitely
it is. I don't see anything.
That sort of thing.
Yeah, Brenda, you're not stirring the pot.
You're not stirring the pot, darling.
You're fine. That is. That's the type of question that needs to be asked. Sorry, Dad. Go ahead.
No. Sorry to cut you off. I just wanted to say to Brenda, I'm sorry. I was just pulling your leg because, let's have a bit of fun.
It's kind of like me poking her ear and picking her nose, right?
Yeah, there you go.
Yeah.
You started it, Brenda.
Yeah.
Okay, I'm going to ask one more time if anybody in chat has another question or curiosity about the collaboration. Please put it up there because we'll probably be ending here pretty soon. Numbers seem to be winding down, so I don't want to keep anybody longer than we need to. And this was really to highlight and go over, for the most part, the collaboration. And I think we've done that very well. So. And there again, there's another one from Growing with Huts, and every question is a great question because I'm sure someone will ask the same thing or may not know. So ask away.
I've always had the mind that the only dumb question is the one you don't ask.
100% agree.
You know that, yeah.
Well, Tony, I think you did really, really well.
Well, we did really well. It's not just me. And I'm glad you said that actually, because it made me think about something. It's kind of like how we do with our moderators at the end of the night. Okay. This I want to, which I do think my moderators, they've been awesome. Well, look, the slacker finally showed up tonight. He's here. I'm shocked.
Oh, bless.
Now all the heavy lifting's been done.
Yes.
Yep.
Hello, Mitchell. I really want to point this out specifically, and a lot of people are giving me a lot more credit than they need to because it's been primarily a three-person effort. The struggle that Mitchell has is his hours. He works some really weird hours, especially being on call. And then Dale works a full-time job, and he's also a president of a fair board, and their fair's on this week. So it's been a struggle to try to connect, but we've done it, and we made it work, and everything's great. The
good part about it is that now that you've got all your infrastructure in, next year it's just about filling in the gaps.
You are correct. Yes.
Yeah.
You know, and so next year it's simple because you've got all of the stuff set up. So you're just changing names and dates and stuff. That's it. You know, it makes it a lot easier.
Yes, I agree.
Yeah.
Give me 1 second. What I wanted to say a minute ago is it's me, Mitchell, and Dale. I've already told everybody, and I'll repeat it again. Mitchell from Hendrickson Family Farm, Dale from 9 Acre Family Farms. In addition to 3 people that have been overly helpful in this process, okay? And actually, I need to back up. Lisa, which is Dale's wife, she's been a very integral part, especially on the Facebook group page. Bloo is an outstanding moderator and has handled that very well, and I greatly appreciate that. In addition, Kris from KrisandLarry Homestead, she also is in that position as well, but she's also helped us with other variations of this as far as proofing. She's helping with graphics. She's helping with other things. And we really appreciate that. And then we've taken on another, which is Tiffany at Mud and Mascara. She's going to be helping us with the sponsorship process. So I just want to say thank you to everybody, because it all wouldn't work without the help from everybody. It wouldn't work without the 94 channels that are on board now. It wouldn't work without the 853,000 subscribers that will be getting to see all this. So it's really a group effort, and I just want to stress that overly. And I know it sounds repetitive, but I have to. So thank you to everybody.
It's huge.
It is. What?
It is. That's all I said.
It is.
I'm being good.
No, you are. I get it.
I
just feel like I'm cutting you guys off every time you say something. So
I'm being good.
I think we're good there, guys. I can't think of anything else. I'm trying to get Kris to hop up, but she won't. So.
Well, no, she's tucked up in bed. She ain't getting on.
She has family in from out of town, so she's been dealing with that all day. Yeah.
No, look, Tony, you well and truly covered how, when, who, how, what, where, and everyone will be getting, if not already, I guess you've been sending out emails and everything, so there's information there. And what you said earlier, there's more to come. So, the logos and stuff like that. So, I think you've pretty much covered a fair whack of it, Tony.
So Brenda said she would help if she could. Brenda, if I got anything, I'll let you know. I think right now we're okay, but you never know, anything can pop up. The other thing that goes along with that too is squirrel. I just lost what I was thinking about. Wow.
You were going to say that you just remembered you owed me $500 and you were going to send it to me.
Yes, that's exactly what it was. Thank you.
Exactly that.
Yep. I'm pretty sure that's what it was. Yep.
Oh, that's funny. Well, I guess I'm going to go ahead and say everybody have a good night, because I can't think of anything else unless you guys got something to add that's not even collaboration.
I want to know what Daz is up to this week.
Me?
Yeah, you. Yeah, you down there. I see you down there. See, look.
Oh, in that case, I'll just plug myself. You'll have to watch my live. You have to watch my live stream tomorrow and find out.
You do have one for tomorrow. Okay. I was curious whether you did or not.
Yeah, I try to go live every second Saturday night US time, Sunday morning Australian time. And tomorrow is my second, my next scheduled live stream. So I got some stuff in the mail, some fruit trees and stuff which I want to show and talk about.
Nice.
I
Nice.
seen you on Lisa's tonight, and I was like, wait a second, when did Daz go to Friday nights? What the heck's going on here? And then it dawned on me it was Lisa's, not yours. I was like, oh, okay, now I get
it. So I end up sitting and talking to Lisa after it, and I'm constantly looking at the time because yours was getting closer and closer.
Yeah.
Because we were talking off camera later for a while. So just made it.
Well, good. That worked out perfectly fine. So
So
anything from you, Bloo? Oh no.
Me?
Yes.
Well, my house has to be turned into a TV studio again. Because I got another phone call saying, we want you back. And I'm like, what? But you haven't even got this one yet. And they went, we're doing an extra episode at the end. And we want you to be in it. So, so my team, I'm going to be filming for that again as well. Nice. Kind of exciting, but I've got a gardening vlog coming out and I've got a couple of cooking things coming out. So,
Well, and you did a live this morning too, so that's good.
I did at noon. I did my budgeting live, which I know it's after the heat wave, but I wanted to have it after the heat wave so that I could give people information for preparing themselves for the next one. Okay, right. So yeah, but I am actually working on a bigger project with that as well. A video that's probably going to take several months to put together. That is incredibly comprehensive about how to handle hotter weather. I'm actually working with some frontline emergency service people as well and getting their input and possibly interviews with them. So, you know, that's a project that's going to take a while, but it'll be there forever, you know.
That's good.
So, yeah. But we'll just see how that one goes. But yeah, at the moment, yeah. Sorry.
Oops, sorry. No. You go ahead.
No, I'm done.
I was just going to say, and your little baby seeds are popping up.
They went mental. Honestly, seriously. My beans went from under the ground to 5 inches tall in 3 days. And they're dwarfs.
Yeah.
They're bush beans. They just went mad over the hot weather. And I was thinking, oh no, they're going to die. They're not going to come up. No, they were just like, yes.
Yeah, absolutely. I loved it.
Well, and you were saying your was it the geraniums did basically the same thing?
Yeah, they've actually tripled in size since I potted them on. And I have a Chilean guava that I got, which was that big when it arrived. It's now this, and that's in 2 weeks. So yeah, they're all going completely bonkers, which is awesome. Yep.
Well, again, I want to go ahead and say thank you to everybody. My Aussie Garden and Kitchen, thank you for modding. I appreciate that. Brenda Redbird Farms, KrisandLarry Homestead, Bloo, thank you. Any others? I think Leanne was in here. I know she's probably went to bed already. Thank you for being here, Mitchell. You and I need to talk tomorrow.
That kind of sounded like the daddy voice going, you and I need to talk, young man.
Okay, it's not quite like that. I have a question I need you to help me answer, so we need to talk tomorrow. Anyways, I want to thank everybody for showing up again. Thanks to the guests for showing up. I appreciate it. And keep watching out. If you got any questions about the collaboration, please email me or ask somebody or join the Facebook group. Blue, will you throw that up there one more time for me, please? Okay. Thank you.
Yep.
And I think that's it. So if you guys want to hang around, we'll go ahead and call it a night and see everybody later. Thanks for coming by.
Bye, everybody. Thanks for being here.
I'm trying to buy Blue a minute or two so she can post that. There it is.
Yeah.
All righty.
Yay!
All right. Bye, guys.
Bye.